everyone, and welcome back to my channel today. Today's video we're going to be doing a back to school kind of get ready with me. I'm going to be talking to you guys about some of my favorite hair products that are perfect for back to school, and I'm also going to be showing you guys a back to school makeup look. I know this looks like I'm wearing quite a bit of makeup, but it's actually really quick and easy to do. And I also talk about some products that are like holy grail that I know are long lasting for the school day, and also we're trying out some new products that seem to have worked out really well too. So you guys will check that out here in a minute. But before we get into this video, make sure to click that subscribe button if you want to stick around and be a part of our Miller squad. Also, make sure to ring that little bell as well if you want to be a part of our hashtag notification squad. If you guys turn the notifications on, make sure to comment that down below so that way you can get a shout out in a future video. Today's shout out goes to Caitlin Dolan. Thank you so much for having your notifications turned on. You are amazing and I love you, and I love that little heart that you left too. Yay! But without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into this back to school. Get ready with me. Alright, before we get into the makeup, I want to talk about two hair products that I think are perfect for back to school and getting your hair ready to be slaying your back to school pictures. Yes. So this video is actually sponsored by IGK. Thank you so much to IGK for partnering with me for this video, you guys. I have been using these products for gosh, I think like nearly a month now, and they truly have changed my hair, so I've been dying to film this video for you guys. All right, so the first product that I want to talk about is their low-key cleansing walnut scalp scrub. So if you are a product junkie like me and you use a ton of dry shampoo because you don't like to wash your hair every day. I hate washing my hair every day because one, it's a hassle, and two, I like to leave those natural oils in it to keep it healthy and not to dry it out. So actually all that buildup can clog up the hair follicles and keep your hair from not growing very fast. It can keep it unhealthy, and it actually can even cause like breakouts in the scalp too. So that's why this guy is really good if you are like me with the products. This is basically a walnut scrub. It's not a salt scrub. Salt scrubs will actually dry out your skin, and we don't need that because if you're drying out your skin, it's going to overcompensate with oils and it's going to get even greasier and crazier up there. So with the walnut oil in this, it is very nourishing to the scalp, and you could just see it's just a straight up scrub. Like, it's really going to exfoliate that scalp. It has vitamins and minerals in it that are really going to nourish it and keep it healthy. Both of these products are actually salt-free, mineral oil-free, sulfate-free, cruelty-free, vegan, paraben-free. They are free of like everything, so you're not going to have all that extra junk in it that could actually kind of even irritate your skin if you have sensitive skin like me. A lot of the hair products out there have not the greatest ingredients, and that's how you can get like those breakouts like on your back if you have longer hair that's falling on it, or you could get breakouts near your hairline and stuff. That's coming from the hair products that you're using. So these are actually really good for sensitive skin, which I know I have a lot of viewers that have sensitive skin just like I do, and so far so good with these products. That's how you use this guy. You can use them once a week. You put a walnut size amount in your hand and you just lather it into your scalp, and you just add a little bit of water and it just lathers up really easily. Just kind of massage it in, get it all in there, get all that dead skin, all that buildup away, and rinse it right out. And you truly feel a difference in your scalp after using it. Next up, what you can do is you can go in with expensive. These two work so well together, but you don't have to purchase them together. You could use them by themselves as well. But the low key just replaces your shampoo for that time. This one will replace your conditioner. So this is a Amla Oil High Shine Top Coat. So this is an amazing, amazing product, especially if you have color damaged hair. These are both safe for color treated hair. It's not gonna rinse out your color because it doesn't have those sulfates in it. If you have color treated hair, stay away from sulfates. Sulfates will rinse it out and dull the hair color even quicker. Basically what this does, it's like a top coat for your hair. Just like if you're putting a top coat on your nails to strengthen them and keep them strong, that's what this guy does for your hair, which is a must-have. I am obsessed with this. I use this like 2 to 3 times a week, even though you're supposed to use it like 1 to 2 times a week. I use it as often as I can because my hair feels so good after using it. Also, the Amla oil is like the key ingredient in here because this is what really nourishes and adds a ton of shine to your hair. Like, no joke, like my hair looked so healthy and felt so good after one use. It's like an immediate result. Like, I'm not even kidding. The way that I use this is I just put a amount in the palm of my hand and I just lather it all throughout my hair from the roots to the ends, and I leave it in for about 2 to 3 minutes. If I'm in a bath, I might leave it in there for about 5 just to really, like, you know, get it in there. But I just let it sit and then I rinse it right out, and instantly when you're rinsing it out, you can feel how soft your hair is just in the shower. And then after you blow dry it, or if you even let it air dry, usually my hair gets like crazy when I air dry it. But with this stuff, I don't know why, but it just really calms my hair and makes it so much more manageable and easy to like style. I have seriously seen such amazing results from it, so I just highly, highly recommend it, especially if you have color treated hair and you bleach it a lot. Like, this will become your best friend. Also, I want to let you guys know that I'm doing a huge giveaway with IGK. It's $1,000 in product that you'll be able to win from this line. I highly recommend entering, you guys. You can go check it out on my Instagram. I will also have a link down below in the description box of where you can enter. Definitely check it out. I will also have a link down below where you can get a closer look at these products and read about the ingredients and more about what they do, because they honestly do change your hair. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into this back to school makeup look. Alright, so since this is a back to school makeup tutorial, I want to keep things very simple because we don't have all the time in the world in the morning, and we all want to get those extra Z's like I know I did when I was in school. So I want to keep it very simple, but I also want to use products that are very long lasting on the skin. And I'm also going to be incorporating new products too, but mainly for the face, I'm going to stick with my go-to makeup that I know that will last the heat, that will last all day long and not break up on me. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the skin. We're gonna go in with my favorite primer. This is the Cover FX Blurring Primer. I just put some on my finger, rub it together, and then pat it in my nose and my cheek area where I have those ginormous freaking pores. Ooh, I hate those pores. I get like really big pores. It runs in my family. They're gone. Ooh, voila, I should be a magician. Let me show you some disappearing pores. Alright, so next up, I have a very oily T-zone. I'm very dry on the outer parts of my face, but when it comes to my T-zone, it gets very oily. So, oily? I said that really weird. But I'm going to go in with the Makeup Forever Base Mattifying Primer. And as you guys can see, I mainly focus it just right here. I don't even put anything on my chin because my chin is very sensitive. I try to keep any extra products off of my chin and just focus it right here. And I just pat it in. Very light amount. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and use some lip balm real quick. This is the Tatcha Cherry Blossom. I already showed this in my favorites. Love it. It's so amazing. So today's foundation, I'm actually going to go in and use the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus. I know that this lasts all day on my skin. It does not break up on me and it looks really good. A great dupe to this one is actually the L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover. I showed this in a first impressions video and I was really surprised with how similar it was to this. This isn't as like moussey, I feel like, as this one, but when on the skin and the coverage, it felt the same. I just don't have a shade that matches me right now because I'm in between tans. So I'm actually going to have to mix. I'm mixing shade 30 and shade 45. So the one bad thing about shade 45 is shade 45 is kind of warm. So I always like to mix in a little bit of shade 30 to kind of cool it off because this one has quite a bit of warmth to it. I think I'm going to find a darker shade that has a little bit more of a neutral tone to it because I feel like it's too warm sometimes. But I just mix those together. I'm actually going to have to order some new ones here pretty soon. I'm just going to mix these two together so that way I can create my perfect shade. Hopefully this works. I hate mixing foundations. It's like literally, it's art. It's really art trying to find your perfect shade. Very splotchy right now because my self tanner has been on quite some time. So I really need to like scrub it off and redo it. And since this is a fuller coverage foundation, I like to use a beauty blender with it and just pat it into the skin. And then I go in with a brush on where I need extra coverage. So let's do this. I'm gonna go in with a concealer. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in shade Light 1 Chantilly. And I'm just going to place this underneath my eyes. It is kind of light. Like honestly, I could probably go up one shade when I'm self-tan, but I don't have one like that. So I'm just gonna use this one. I'm just gonna place this underneath my eyes and in the center of my face. I know this seems like a little bit of an extra step, but I feel like when I'm self-tan, it kind of helps balance the whole face out together. So I'm just gonna place that there. Now I'm just gonna blend it out with my beauty blender. Now that my face is lightened up, definitely could use a shade darker on the concealer, but I think it'll be fine once we get the bronzer and everything in there. I'm going to go in with the Tarte Filtered Light Setting Powder. This is their new one that is talc free. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this to set my concealer. All right, so I'm going to continue with the face super quick, and I just want to bronze it up just to add a little bit more dimension. I'm going to go in with the Makeup Forever little pans that they sent over. This one that they sent over, I actually already put it in, and I don't know the name of it, but I will find it, and I will link it down below if you guys want this shade, a bronzer in the middle. I feel like this is cool tone enough, and I'm just going to use it to bronze up my face. So I'm just going to take my big, fluffy MAC 140S brush. I've been loving this for bronzer, and I'm just going to place this in my cheeks, the temples, and a little bit underneath the jawline just to add some dimension and some shadow. Oh, I really like that powder. All right, so that powder is actually really, really nice. I'm gonna do like little reviews in here of stuff that I haven't used before, and I really like the powder. It went on really pretty, very smooth, not patchy, blended out perfectly. Love it. All right, so for blush, I want to keep it very neutral, and I'm just going to go ahead and go into this one right here from Makeup Forever as well because I haven't tried this out yet. This is a really pretty kind of light apricot shade that has a little bit of a sheen to it, which I think will bring like a healthy glow to the skin. And I'm going to be using my Glow Skin Beauty Powder Blush Brush. This is number 202. If you want a new blush brush that is like really soft and applies blush like perfectly, you have got to try out this brush. I can't go to anything else anymore. Like, this is like my go-to brush right now. I want to go get more from them because I'm so impressed with this. Apply this to the apples of my cheeks. Oh, that is pretty. I like it how like subtle it is. I love like subtle blushes, especially for every day. Really like that blush too. You guys definitely check these out. These are really cool. I guess they did a whole collaboration with a bunch of YouTubers. This one is Jessie J's. I didn't use it because her bronzer looked a little bit too warm for my taking, but the blush is really pretty and so is the highlight. All right, so now that we have the blush on, I still always put highlighter on. I know, back to school, everyone's like, well, this already seems like a lot of steps. Dude, I still did these steps when I was in high school. Well, we weren't really into highlighter back when I was in high school because that was a long time ago. I'm getting old, but I have to say though, when I was teaching in school and when I was in college and highlighter was a thing, I used it still, so always made time for my highlight. I'm going to go ahead and use the one that's in this palette right here that I got. Again, I will have all the shades linked down below. I just don't want to risk getting my nail into them right now. Ooh, that highlight's pretty. Oh my gosh, look at that. You can see the glow right there. This highlight is really pretty. I really like this highlight. All right, so now that our base is done, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my eyebrows real quick. I'm gonna go use the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in shade 3. I'm not gonna use Ka-Brow. I'm not gonna use Goof Proof. I'm just gonna use Precisely My Brow. That's the one I tend to go to, or even a powder if I want to like quickly do my brows and run out the door. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick and I will be right back. All right, so the brows are done. I went ahead, like I said, used the Precisely My Brow from Benefit in shade 3. I usually use shade 2, but now that my roots are really coming in, we're actually like not bringing the bleach up that high anymore. We kind of like how the balayage is slowly, gradually coming out. So I can use a darker color on my brows. And then I also set it with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. I don't know how I still have... Woo! I don't know how I still have stuff in here. Like, I really don't. I've had that for so long. All right, so next up, I'm going to go in with an eye primer. This is the Benefit Stay Don't Stray eye primer. I love this stuff, and, you know, we want our... Even though I'm going to keep my eyeshadow look very simple, I still want it to stay all day. I'm just gonna place this on the eyes, and I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush and just blend it out. All right, so I originally was gonna go into the Anastasia Subculture palette, but I've been hearing so many things about this palette, and I'm like, this is a back to school, get ready with me, and I want there to be no flaws because we don't have time in the morning to be trying out new products and it not working out, and us like spending forever on our makeup and being late for school or work. Like, you know, we don't need that. We don't need that. So I'm going to try that out in a different testing out new makeup video because I'm like, it worries me. So instead I'm going to go into the Pure Cosmetics Soiree Diaries. I haven't tried this out yet, but I know I can trust Pure Cosmetics, and I've swatched these already before and they look absolutely gorgeous. I love the neutral tones in here. I think these are perfect for every day, and I want to create just a very simple makeup look with it. All right, so now that you guys are zoomed in, I'm gonna go into Private Party, and I'm just going to dust this all over my lids just to help set that eyeshadow primer. Okay, so next up, I'm just gonna go into this light transition shade right here. This is called Gala, and I'm taking a fluffy brush from IT Cosmetics and Ulta. It's like their little collaboration that they have together. I love this brush, and I'm just gonna dust this all into the crease really messily because I'm gonna place another color on the lid. All right, so for the color I'm gonna place all on my lid is this shimmer shade called Twinkle right here. It's a really pretty rose gold shade. I also really like Glitzy right here. This is a really pretty brown as well. This is another color that I would just place on my lid, blend up to the crease, and call it a day. But I'm going to use Twinkle just because it's a little bit more lighter of a shade, a little bit more fresh face. So I'm just going to go ahead and place this all on the lid. There's a little bit of fallout from this shade, but it's just sweeping away, which is good. Next up, I'm going to take that same IT Cosmetics brush, and I'm just going to blend out the crease. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and take a flat brush from Sigma. This is their, I don't even know, oh wait, I think it's their E30. I've had this brush for so long. I'm going to go back into Private Party. And I'm going to put this underneath the brow bone just to lighten it back up. I like it how they have so many cream tone shades in here that have different undertones. Although I have to say Private Party and Socialite are pretty similar. So I don't really think they need these two shades in here. But you can see that one has a little bit of a neutral and one of them has a little bit of a pink undertone. And then you have Mogul right here, which has yellow. But in all honesty, I think they can get rid of one of these and put in a different one. Like, you know what would have been nice if they put in a more of a warmer light transition shade? That might be pretty, but they definitely didn't need all those cream tone shades. But I like the fact that they have multiple undertones in there to work for any skin tone. All right, so we're gonna basically skip the liner and we're gonna go right in with a eyeshadow. This is what I've been doing now for my eyeliner. I haven't really been wearing liquid liner as much anymore. I've been just using shadows for it. So I'm gonna go into Epic, which is more of a deeper brown. This is Epic right here. I'm taking a flat definer brush, which is a Sigma E15 brush. This is my favorite brush to use for that like eyeshadow liner. And I'm just gonna create a little like small wing and then just kind of put it really close to the lash line just to help define it because my eyes are so big that I need something there. Otherwise it doesn't look as good, I feel like. That's done. I know it seems like it would take some time, but it really doesn't because this brush is so perfectly straight that it's so easy to just like do a line and go, psh, that's all you do. It's super quick and easy. I love it. And I actually really like these shadows from Pure Cosmetics. This is a really good palette. Yeah. Right here. Really, really good everyday palette. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and go in with a mascara. I'm going to use this new one from Almay. This is their One Coat Mega Volume Show Stopping Volume Mascara. I don't know. I was just reading what's on here. I don't know if that was like the full name of it or not. But this is 010 Blackest Black. This is brand new. This is not the waterproof one. This is just the regular. What? Check out this wand. It's like backwards. Do you guys see this wand? Look at that. It looks like they put the wand on backwards. It looks like it should be the other way around. Huh. All right, well, let's just go with it. So I'm just gonna coat my lashes. Okay, so here is the before and after. So here's with no mascara and here is with mascara. This mascara is actually really nice. I'm actually gonna add just one more coat for fun on this little eye real quick just to see if we can get it a little bit more volume. Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. All right, so mascara is done. Definitely really like the Almay one. Definitely check it out, you guys. Just keep it at like, even it's one coat mega volume. I use 2 coats. I definitely say don't use more than 2 coats because I can see it getting clumpy, but it actually looks really good and I really like this mascara. And I'm not putting on lashes because hello, it's school. No lashes. Now let's go ahead and get into the lips. All right, so I have some lip products here. I have some from L'Oreal that I want to try, but I'm actually thinking about saving those for a back-to-school drugstore makeup look because I really want to do one that's all drugstore, that's really affordable. But in this video, I wanted to stick with stuff that I knew that I could count on being long-lasting throughout the day that are my holy grail products. So that's why I mainly kept with like the skin and everything, my go-to like foundation. But so lips, I'm going to go ahead and use some from LORAC here because I really like LORAC. LORAC. Say LORAC? LORAC? I don't know. I always mess it up. All right, for my gloss, I'm going to go ahead and use the LORAC Savoir faire, savor faire. I'm going to put the text on the screen. I don't even know how to say this word. Or 2 words, I don't know. But it's from the Beauty and the Beast one. It's a really pretty kind of coral, like nudie coral shade. I'm not going to use any lip liner. I'm not going to use anything. I'm just going to use a gloss. Okay, so here is the gloss. It's not sticky. It's very comfortable on the lips. It doesn't have like high pigment to it, but it definitely has a tint to it. And I think it's really pretty. I'm actually really impressed with that gloss. It feels good. All right, so here is the completed makeup look. As you guys can see, this is a little bit more steps than most people would take, but this is the steps that I would take. And the eyeshadow is very, very simple. We only really use 3 eyeshadows, 1 in the crease, 1 on the lid, and then 1 as an eyeliner, which makes it really quick and easy to do because you're not like sitting there like with that, you know, liquid liner being like, let me get this perfect. The eyeliner is just kind of more like smudge and just easy, and yeah. So definitely recommend using an eyeshadow for an eyeliner as like a quick like go-to. It never fails. And yeah, and just like a nice light gloss on the lips. I think this is really pretty for back to school. It's very like fresh looking. And again, a huge thank you to IGK for sponsoring this video and working with me. I am very grateful and I truly do love their products. I'm telling you, go check out Low Key and Expensive. Also, make sure to click the link down below in the description box and check out my Instagram for the huge IGK $1,000 product giveaway. Trust me, you guys have got to enter this and check out all those products. They are amazing. So again, I will have that link down below, or just go to my Instagram, Madison89Miller, and make sure to enter because it is lit. Also, make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!